Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome to A Dose of Breality. Today is Wednesday, so y'all know what that means. Today is Wisdom Wednesday, and what better thing to talk about for a Wisdom Wednesday than insecurities and how to deal with insecurities and insecure people. So without further ado, let's get right to it. I will let you guys know everything that I talk about I did get from an article, and I'm giving my own personal interpretation and spin on things, but the article will be linked in the description box down below, so if you want to check the full thing out, feel free. I'm going to be trying to do this pretty quick. This is the second time I'm recording this, and my camera battery is extraordinarily low, so hopefully we get this done. Alright, so there are 5 different types of insecure people just in general, and everybody has insecurities. If you tell me you're not insecure, you are lying, my friend. You are lying, or you're significantly in denial. So the first type of insecure person is probably my favorite because I tend to do this a lot, so I like this type, is the person who they take on and face their insecurities with humor. So they know and they have the idea of what makes them most insecure, and they can make a joke about it and laugh about it. So I myself know that I am not the most coordinated individual. I'm kind of a klutz, and I will joke about that. So at work, if I do something and I trip and I fall, and you know, it's because I was trying to do something with a kid, they're trying to teach me how to play a game or do some type of physical activity that I have not done before, I'm like, you know, Miss Bree is just not very good at this. And, you know, I get a laugh out of it, they get a laugh out of it, and we move on. We continue with the day. The second type of person, oh, that's fun. Second type of insecure person is those who wrap themselves up in positivity, and they pretend that they have no insecurities at all. So their life is all rainbows and unicorns and butterflies, and they're the ones, they're in charge of their destiny, and they're not insecure about anything because they don't have time to be insecure about anything, but they're really insecure about a lot of things. They just are putting on this big old front that they're not insecure about things, but they are. They are, I promise you they are. Inside they are, and they're dealing with it. Just, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. The ones who I'm going to codename the Eeyore, those who constantly and verbally will announce to everyone what they're insecure about. I'm not good at this. I can't do this. I'm really not good at this. I have a bad feeling about this. This isn't going to go very well. Those people. We all have that friend. We've all been that friend at some point, and it's okay. But some people tend to have this as their go-to strategy more often than others. Then you have the individual who makes up fabulous, grandiose stories about their life that are not true, not even remotely true. So, whereas you have someone like myself who, like I said, certain sports I am wonderful at, certain sports I am terrible at. I don't have depth perception. Let's just throw it out there. I don't have depth perception. So, baseball, for instance, not very good. Not very good. So, I make a joke about it. Because I know I'm not very good at it. I'm still going to do it. I'm going to try it, and I'm going to probably not do very well, but I'm going to have fun. I'm not going to go up to someone and be like, yeah, so I played a baseball game the other day, and you know, I actually hit a grand slam, and it was out of the park, it was phenomenal, and this and that. That is the type of person who's trying to cover up their insecurities with just the most phenomenal story possible. And it's just, these stories are not true. It's not even just slight exaggeration, it's just, they're not true. Then you have the last person, which it's extremely difficult to spot this type of insecurity. Although I would argue that I'm better at spotting this type of insecurity than like the grand storyteller type of insecurity. Sometimes I can spot those, but sometimes I have trouble because sometimes the stories aren't like the fisherman story where it's like the fish starts off this big and by the end of the story it's like the fish was this big, those kind of stories. If they're like that, I can spot them pretty easily, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, this story sounds legit. It's pretty good, I can believe that. But more often than not true. So this last one is the individual who will act out of their insecurity. So they're actually putting forth effort to try to show that they're not insecure. And I'll go on to explain there's certain ways you can spot these people. So there's a list of 20 different examples here, and I will just roll right through these. But 20 different ways that you can spot someone who is acting out of insecurity. And I'll give some examples of where this might happen. All right, so the first way you can spot someone who's acting out of insecurity, they tell you how ugly they think that other people are. Typically, this is because they are insecure about their own appearance, but there could be other underlying things as well. They could be jealous of the other person in some way and actually not feel that the other person is ugly, but feel the need to bring that person down. But it's typically related to they are insecure about their own appearance, and that's why they have a need to publicly say, this individual is ugly. So we see a lot of this on YouTube. I hate to say it, but we see a lot of this on YouTube. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you to those watching my videos, because I do not get a lot of these comments. I'm really grateful for that. But I see a lot of it in the comment sections of a lot of videos. I watch a lot of videos. I'm a content creator, but I'm a viewer. I see a lot of it, and it makes me sick. Really sick. I also see this one. This is the second one. They will call names when things get too intense. So we have a difference of opinion. You know, we walk outside and I say, hey, it's sunny today. And you say, no, it's kind of cloudy today. And I'm like, oh, it looks sunny to me. And you're like, you're a jerk. Okay, that was unnecessary. I mean, that's a really kind of stupid example, but the things I've seen individuals in a comment section get in arguments over is no less stupid. Moving on to number 3, publicly put down someone that they were once close to. Now, again, we see this a lot on social media because it's just, everyone puts everything out there. I don't know why everyone puts everything out there. Like, what is the need to put everything out in the public eye? I don't get it. But YouTubers blasting their friends, Facebook blasting your friends, typically it's because the person putting the other person on blast, as you want to call it, they feel like they have a reason for putting this person, you know, that they're putting them up. Usually though, if the person is insecure, it is because they have an insecurity about the way that they have treated this individual in the past. And now this person has stepped up and stood up to them, done something that they didn't like. I agree, yes, they didn't like what this person did, but it's stemming from an insecurity within that person that I know I treated so-and-so horribly, but now, wait, now they're standing up to me? That's not okay. I'm gonna call them out. That's where this is coming from. They brag, and often. So you see this, again, social media, you might see this in your office setting if you work in an office setting or whatever. I got a promotion, I got a new car, oh, you know, we're going on vacation, we're doing this, we're doing that. It's great. I love hearing about new things that are going on with your life. I think it's awesome. But, really? I mean, if you have to highlight every single thing and you have to brag, you're insecure about something that's going on in your life. That's just the bottom line. It is what it is. It's okay. It's one thing, I want to say this. It's okay and it's one thing to be proud of accomplishments, and it's another thing to brag about something. So there's a fine line. I understand that. they will belittle other people's successes at the same time. So they'll go on and brag about what they're doing at the same time as being like, but so-and-so, you know, that means nothing. Their promotion, oh no, that means nothing. That's it, they should have gotten promoted. If they really were good at their job, they would have gotten promoted a year ago. Stuff like that. Like that's an example of things that they would say to kind of put somebody else down, and you know, it's not cool. It's really not. All right. 6, they always make an excuse if they trample on another person. So what typically happens here, sorry, I have the fan on, my hair is everywhere, is they tend to treat people as disposable. So they often show up late to social gatherings, parties, you know, things that they've agreed to come to. They'll show up late if they even show up. They show up late. So, and there's not an apology for it. There's an excuse, and it might be a good sounding excuse, but it's not an apology. You know, there's never an apology. So that's where it kind of comes in as this insecurity. 7, they tell you things about people that you love that is none of your business. So they tend to be the gossipers, and they will dig up things about your loved ones, your friends, your family, and that information might be none of your business. It's not hurting you, it's not hurting your friend or your family member, but why they have dug it up and why they're presenting it to you, yeah, you'll never know. I guess because they want to bring that person down, but you know, they're telling you things that are really none of your business. You know, oh, 2 years ago your best friend did such and such and such and such. Okay, that was 2 years ago. See? All right. Number 8 and number 9 are really tied in together. So number 8 is they are a really sore loser, and number 9 is what is even worse than a sore loser, is like a really terrible winner. So we've all been around both of those people that cannot handle losing at all. I will not play a game with you at all. I don't care. I will not play like tic-tac-toe even with you if you're a sore loser. But I really won't play a game with you if you're a bad winner. Like if you're gonna sit there and laugh in my face after you win a game, I'm not playing a game with you anymore. And like, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, yeah. Now, number 10. They are constantly comparing everything negative that they see in their lives and the world around them to something that happened with their ex. It's just a pattern of insecurity that they see. Number 11 and number 12 are also tied together. It's insecurities surrounding money and financial situation. So 11 is that they will make fun of those who are experiencing poverty. Number 12, they will also disparage those who have money. So they're insecure about their own financial situation, whether they're making enough money to survive or not. So they will attack on either side of the fence. Oh, they're too poor. Look what they're buying and spending their money on that they shouldn't be, or look at how much money they have and they're just wasting it all. They're just, you know, they could be doing so much better with that. They could be donating to homeless shelters. They could be doing this and that and helping feed the poor. It's fair game. Either side is fair game. 13, they encourage you to quit at something when there's an obstacle standing in your way. Now this could be for a couple of reasons, but typically it's because they don't want to see you succeed. And again, it's because they're insecure about their own success in whatever realm it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone within your own like career path or anything like that, but they're insecure about their own success, so they want to see you fail also. 14, they refuse to see positive in those that intimidate them the most. Now, everybody, and I believe this, and I posted this on my Facebook like a year ago, there's good and bad in everybody. You know, it goes way back to like an ancient Indian story about the wolves. Whichever one you feed, that's the one that thrives. you know, and you know, they refuse to see that there's good in people that are intimidating to them. So if they have a boss and that boss was, you know, nasty and had to discipline them once, they're just rude and nasty and horrible, and they're the worst person on the face of the earth. They don't see any positive or redeeming qualities in that person. 15, they will make idle threats when they disagree with something that you've had to say. So again, this is another thing we see on YouTube all the time. They make sure that you know every single way that you could possibly fail at that goal that you just set for yourself. Every last one of them. Every single one. They actually enjoy seeing you and others struggle. They may not say it outright, but they actually enjoy it. 18, they keep pinning you and pinning the mistakes of your past on you. So, you know, you forgot their birthday 5 years ago, that's gonna come up a lot. 19, they always have to have the last word in an argument. We all have had that friend. And 20, they think everything is just a hidden little jab at them. Everything is a jab. So those are the ways that you can tell if someone's acting out of insecurity. So next week for Wisdom Wednesday, I'm going to talk about how you kind of get over insecurities. You're never going to completely rid yourself of insecurities. It's part of life, but you can make life a little bit easier for yourself. So that will be next week's Wisdom Wednesday. So I hope you guys will join me for that one. That is it for today's video though, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I had fun making it for you guys. So that is it for the Wisdom Wednesday video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, never miss a dose of reality ever again. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I am Bree51687. I would love to interact with you in those ways. Also, don't forget the Dose of Reality Facebook page for some more fun. And I'll be back on Friday to do a TGIF video for you guys. And I hope that you guys will check that one out. I'll see you guys then. Bye.